everyone. This video is obviously not a planned part of my regular Monday content on this channel, but given everything that is going on, I thought it would be helpful if I addressed the concerns around internships, and more specifically, the status of internships given the current coronavirus pandemic. If you're new here, I'm Jenna, and I help students land internships, build out their personal brand and their network, and take control of their future. And I jump on here every Monday with a new video to do just that. Today's video is not intended to cause panic or fear. My intent for this video is actually the exact opposite. I want to share what I can and help you stay positive and give you some ideas for how you can be proactive about internships in this situation. That's the goal here. Proactive, not reactive. As a student, you're going through a lot right now. You've likely been asked to evacuate campus and given little to no time to do so. And for some, you're trying to determine where you're even moving to next. And you're also preparing for online classes and how the heck all that's gonna work. By the way, I threw up a post on my website earlier this week with my online learning tips for college students. So go check that out if you are struggling with how to navigate this change. I've also included resources for students that I have found various companies are offering during this time. And I will link to this post in the description below, so check it out after this video and share it with any friends who could also use some advice during this time. But back to this video, you have a lot going on right now. You are likely overwhelmed and anxious and just uncertain about what's going to happen next, just like the rest of us. First of all, your feelings are valid and I see you. A lot of people do. A lot of people want to help. We are all in this together. Second, despite the uncertainty, just know that this too shall pass. We will eventually be on the other side of this. And your ability to remain positive and focus on a growth mindset is what's going to get you through this. And I know that all sounds woo-woo, but it's the truth. But positive talk aside, I also have some tangible actions that you can be taking to set yourself up for internship success. And I'm going to be sharing those with you in this video. I'm going to address what the current landscape looks like for internships, what I'm hearing, what actions companies have taken so far, and more. There's a lot of unknown right now, and for many people that can be paralyzing. I have had my moments over the last few days as well. However, I believe now more than ever, you should be focused on your future. While the majority of people are being reactive to the current coronavirus COVID-19 situation, you get to choose to be proactive. Okay. So I'm going to break this video down into 3 sections that are going to help guide you through my internship advice related to coronavirus. The first section is going to help answer what's going to happen to internships. The second section will help you navigate what actions should I be taking right now regarding internships. And I'll be answering this one in 2 parts. So what to do if you've already accepted an internship and what to do if you're still applying to internships. And then the third and final section will point you in the right direction to answer for yourself, how can I still invest in myself if internships are canceled? Also, be sure to check the description under this video because I am linking to all of the resources that I mention and you're going to want to check those out as well. And stick with me till the very end because I'm going to be covering a lot of your questions. Okay, give this video a like if you're ready to go and push that uncertainty aside, and let's dive in. For the first section, what's going to happen to internships? Let's just start with a high-level overview of the current internship landscape and what I'm seeing as companies are reacting to coronavirus. From what I can tell, based on research that I've done, checking company updates on LinkedIn, and reviewing mass emails that companies are sending out to their email lists, and just reading various articles online, most companies are taking the wait-and-see approach. Just like the rest of us, they are taking this whole coronavirus thing day by day, because no one really knows what's going to happen next. That said, I have found in student forums online that internship programs with big companies like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Uber, Google, Comcast, NBC Universal, Capital One, Adobe, and many more are still a green light as of now. Some have mentioned that internships may be remote until further notice, and others are telling students to stay tuned for further updates. But overall, many of these larger companies are offering offers already made for upcoming internships. Could all of this change tomorrow? Yes. As you're well aware, a lot is up in the air right now. But a big reason that companies are motivated to retain their interns is because a lot of them get their new grad hire pipeline directly from their internship programs. These are easy hires for them because they've already groomed people as interns. Also, for many companies, if they've already extended an offer to you as an intern, that also means that they've spent considerable time and money in the recruiting process. Even if they didn't recruit you and you applied and initiated this whole thing, they still had team members who spent time reviewing your resume, interviewing you, and in some cases, they even had the expense of flying you out for an interview. They don't want to cancel their internship program and wash all of that hard work down the drain. Think about how many internship applications a big company receives and how long it takes them to read all of those applications and resumes. I wouldn't want to have to start over, and they don't either. So now you might be thinking, but what about the smaller companies? What can I expect from them? Will they be honoring their internships? Again, the truthful answer is I don't know. I can't sit here and actually predict any of this for you. But I do know that a lot of companies have moved their workforces to remote for the time being, and that means that they can also modify internship programs and have their interns work remotely as well. A lot of it with the smaller companies is going to come down to how flexible you are and how you can demonstrate to them how you're willing and more than capable to intern remotely. If a smaller company that you already accepted an internship for is unsure if they can actually maintain an internship program, then I would suggest pitching them on why they should keep you on as an intern. As a student and part of a younger generation overall, you are likely more technology savvy than a lot of their workforce. So how can you use that to support a business that has recently transitioned to a remote work policy? You could use this as an opportunity to reach out and offer your assistance in establishing virtual work best practices for them, or technology support for employees during this time, or maybe even customer support. Because a lot of companies are going to be getting a lot more customer inquiries during this questionable time, and it's going to require all hands on deck to respond to all of these inquiries in a timely manner. This is something that an intern could easily step up and do. So if a company's on the fence about keeping you on as an intern, just be proactive and advocate for yourself to keep this internship. And that segues nicely into the second section, which is what actions should I be taking right now regarding internships? And again, I'm going to address this question in two ways. So one, if you've already accepted an internship, and two, if you're still applying to internships and going through the interview process. So first, as I just mentioned, if you already have an internship offer that you have accepted, then be proactive and advocate for yourself. Start by just sending a general inquiry to the recruiter or the HR team or your internship supervisor, and ask them about the status of your internship program given the current events. Be kind, show empathy. Remember, everybody is going through this together, and they likely have a lot of new stressors on their plate right now, just like you do. But reaching out to find out the future of your internship is a good place to start. Many companies will likely tell you that they are taking a wait-and-see approach, and remote work is a possibility. After you get a response from them, thank them and let them know that you are willing to step up in whatever way you can to be of help to the company during this time. From my previous example, this can be tech support, virtual work best practices, customer support, and I'm sure you can think of even more ways that you can be an asset to a company during this time. Now, communication is the most important thing here. Make sure that you are staying on top of your emails so that you don't miss any communications from your employer. We are all getting a lot of email communication right now regarding coronavirus, and that can clutter your inbox, your mind, all of it. So make sure that you're staying on top of your email, you're getting rid of the clutter, and you're responding right away to any communications that you receive related to your internship. And if your internship is modified to be a remote position, look for the silver lining. Depending on your circumstances, this could mean that you don't have to spend money on housing or commuting to your internship. Especially if you're planning to be in a big city like New York or San Francisco. Housing can be very expensive there. So now you're saving that money. And it's also going to teach you an important lesson in personal responsibility, because managing your time and efforts outside of an office can be challenging for anyone, no matter how far along in their career. So your ability to learn good work from home habits and practices now and take personal responsibility over your work product will speak volumes for your work ethic, and it's really going to speak volumes on your resume going forward. Next, what actions should you be taking right now if you're still applying to internships and interviewing? I can say that as of today, I am still seeing companies post internship opportunities on LinkedIn. So we are not at a complete hiring freeze yet. While many companies are taking a wait-and-see approach, there are still a lot of internship opportunities out there. What does this mean for you? Until you've gotten 100% confirmation that the entire world has shut down, Keep applying, because a lot of people are feeling paralyzed by this, and they may take their hat out of the ring because of that. So the pool could be getting smaller, which gives you a better chance of standing out. And remember, there is strength in numbers. So the more opportunities that you apply for, the better your chances of landing an internship. Keep in mind as well that some companies are hiring even more now, and this is in response to coronavirus. So just 1 week ago, Glassdoor.com reported that many new jobs are being posted by employers in government, healthcare, biotech, and pharmaceutical spaces, as well as nonprofit industries. And even more jobs are being opened by businesses and service firms, which include third-party staffing and recruiting firms that they're often used to rapidly fill these high-demand contract positions in these other fields. So you could target internships in those fields as well. It really is just all hands on deck right now for them. In addition to what I've been seeing from companies posting about opportunities on LinkedIn, I am also seeing many career centers posting that their virtual doors are open and that they're here to support you as well. So use them. They are a great resource for you. And then be on the lookout for any virtual career fairs that your campus career center may be hosting with employers as well. Also, whether your school uses Handshake or another internship and job platform, you can still be logging in and applying to opportunities on those sites. And recruiters on LinkedIn are suggesting that students continue their searches and just apply and be flexible and understanding about changes in the process. So again, stay positive and stay flexible. At the end of the day, companies do still want to fill their hiring pipeline, and interns are usually one of their biggest sources for doing this. If you get an interview, note that many companies are moving to virtual interviews, either over the phone or on video like Skype, Google Hangout, Zoom. So prepare yourself to enter each virtual interview with confidence. They are different than an in-person interview because you can't really read body language or build that rapport in the same way. But there are ways that you can prepare to make sure that you have a successful interview over the phone or over video. Exuding positivity and enthusiasm and smiling are all ways that you can come off as more approachable. Positive energy will especially help at a time like this when everyone's feeling a little more anxious and stressed out. To help you prepare, I have an entire video with 20 phone interview tips that apply to video interviews as well. And I'm gonna link that in the description below so that you can go watch it after this one. But make sure that you know how to use your online tools for video conferencing, so Zoom, Skype, whatever, and make sure that you have a strong Wi-Fi or cell phone connection, and then practice with a family member or a friend to build some confidence going into your virtual interviews. And if you thought that follow-ups after an interview were important before, they are even more important now. Always follow up. This goes for after you submit an application too. Just put yourself top of mind with the recruiter or the hiring manager. After you apply, send them a quick email or a message on LinkedIn and let them know that you just submitted your application online, and share your enthusiasm for the role. Also, share how you're willing to step up and take care of whatever they need help with at this time. Remember what I said earlier about creative ways that you can help out by creating virtual workforce best practices, customer support, etc. There are a lot of different ways that companies could use your support amid the coronavirus pandemic just by how it may be impacting their business. And after your interview, be sure that you're following up as well. If they haven't gotten back to you by when they said they would for next steps, then reach out. Let them know that you are very interested and that you want to help support their business during this time. Persistence wins. Just remember to be kind and flexible to all of the current events that are happening. Finally, for the third question, let's talk about how can I still invest in myself if internships are canceled? Look, there are so many ways. Remember, you are going to come out on top if you're proactive and not reactive. So we're going to start with my favorite, which is informational interviews. I am a huge fan of informational interviews, regardless of a virus outbreak, but even more so now. Think about how many professionals are working from home at the moment and have a little extra time on their hands because of it. Now is the time to be reaching out to them to see if they'd be willing to jump on a call or a video with you for just 20 to 30 minutes for an informational interview. I always say that everyone loves to help a college student, because they remember what it was like to be in your shoes and trying to sort out a career path for the first time. But now, given everything that college students are going through, everything you're going through, and being forced to evacuate campus and all of those things, they're going to want to help you out even more. And they have the time to do it while they're home. I have a video that shows you what an informational interview actually is and how to reach out for an informational interview. And it even comes with a free downloadable email template that you can use to reach out. I will link it in the description below so that you can go watch it later. But bottom line, informational interviews, do them, make them happen. They will help you learn more about what you're interested in professionally, and they may even open some doors for you. This is also a great time to be updating your resume and your LinkedIn profile. I know, no one wants to do it, but really optimizing them so that your resume is ready the next time you apply, and so your LinkedIn profile is set up so that recruiters are finding you. And it's your lucky day because I have some great videos on both resumes and LinkedIn, and I'm gonna link those for you in the description below. But you're never gonna be sorry for having these materials updated and ready to go. I also encourage you to use this time to check in with the people in your network. You should be checking about once every quarter anyways. So now would be a great time to just let them know that you're thinking about them with everything that's going on and that you hope that they're staying healthy. You never know what reaching out to someone and just triggering their memory about you could do for future opportunities. So stay in touch with your network. And now is also a great time to invest in yourself and be ahead of the curve for when things calm down and demand picks up. So take an online course or learn a new skill. Start a side hustle. And if you don't want to jump into an entire course, just watch some informational and educational YouTube videos. I happen to know that the Intern Hustle's YouTube channel has some very valuable ones. Or just read some books that are focused on personal development or the industry that you're interested in. Listen to podcasts. Open your mind to new ways of thinking. Remember, a growth mindset is key to your success. Your willingness to embrace challenges and practice progress over perfection and being open to learning new things, that's gonna take you far in life. And learning how to flex your initiative muscle now and take action for things that are productive for your future will set you up for success. And speaking of investing in yourself, if you don't end up getting into an internship program this summer and you want to set yourself up to land one in the near future, my online program called The Course will be available to you soon. You can sign up for updates and release date and all of that stuff at theinternhustle.com/course. But in the course, I help you take control of your future with over 20 video lessons and a step-by-step action plan to help you navigate internships and launch. This is all based on my personal experiences and lessons learned landing 4 internships in college in a very competitive industry, professional sports. And I learned a lot that is going to just shortcut this process for you along the way. Sign up for the updates at theinternhustle.com/course. I will be sure to link to it in the description below as well. So let's summarize. Don't panic. Stay positive. Be proactive. Advocate for yourself. And use your time wisely. As tempting as it is to sit on the couch and watch Netflix all day while you're self-quarantined, believe me, I know. I encourage you to do more and step up for your future self. I am thinking of you and I am cheering you on. We will come through this stronger together. Thanks for watching, and if this video gave you some new insights today, please give it a like and share it with a friend or two. They could use the support right now too. And as a reminder, I put out new videos on this channel every Monday to help you take control of your future one internship at a time. Hit that red subscribe button below so that you don't miss out on those future videos. In support of your hustle, I'm Jenna from theinternhustle.com, and I'll see you again on Monday.